Martin R. Murk. I was born in Kenosha on April 30th, 1928. As a young boy, I always loved the thought of flying. I built model airplanes and entered many contests for fun. In fact, the Milwaukee Journal wrote an article, Ace Murk Wins Again, in reference to my competitive model airplane building. At 15, I started flying lessons, which were funded by my job as a pin setter in a bowling alley. I eventually completed my pilot's license with the help of the GI Bill. In elementary school, I was often asked by my teachers to draw history and geography pictures on the blackboard in class. I guess my artistic talent started at a very young age. In 1945, when I was 17, I quit high school and joined the Army with my best friends. We all wound up in the infantry. One day while peeling potatoes, I looked out the window and saw men my age running in white t-shirts and jump boots. I wondered who they were and quickly found out that they were paratroopers. I figured that jumping out of an airplane was more exciting than peeling potatoes, so the next day I signed up to become a paratrooper and a glider rider. I completed my training at Fort Benning, Georgia, and was assigned to the 11th Airborne. I became a parachute rigger based in Sendai, Japan, where I spent 2 years before being discharged. While in Japan, I took the GED test, which enabled me to get my high school diploma. When I returned home, I worked for the Simmons Company in Kenosha as a draftsman. I was encouraged to go to art school by fellow draftsmen, designers, and Vera, an executive secretary who later became my wife. I attended Layton School of Art, worked for a Milwaukee advertising agency and an art studio as an illustrator and designer before starting my own business. My passion has always been wildlife art. In 1979, I entered the federal duck stamp contest and won. I went on to win the 1980 Wisconsin Duck Stamp Contest and 3 Wisconsin Trout Stamp Contests. I have exhibited my paintings in art shows nationwide, including the Lee Yawkey Woodson Art Museum in Wausau, Wisconsin. They chose my painting, Winging Through, to be part of a traveling art tour, which included a stop at the Smithsonian Museum of Art in Washington, D.C. In 1980, we moved from Greendale to Eagle, where my home and studio overlooked the Scuppernong Marsh.